Hey, what's going on? My name is Jelena from JelenaOstrovska.com, and in this video I have a special book review that I'm really excited to do because I just finished reading an awesome book, and I was kind of skeptical about it, but I was like, do I really need to read it? And I heard quite a bit of good reviews. I actually picked it up in Austin in the airport. I saw it by accident and I was like, gosh, I need to read that book, okay? So the book is called Strenghts Finder 2.0. So that's the way it looks like. It's actually a really small book, and that's the reason I kind of like it, because I was able to go through it probably within a 2-week period or maybe even less, because I am a really, should I say, slow reader, but it was a pretty quick read, should I say. So, and first of all, there is actually the first version, Strenghts Finders, I believe 1.0, because this one is like, 2.0, obviously. I have not gone through the first one because I just didn't see it like anywhere, but since it's the upgrade version, you can just start with this one, because, I mean, they're, as far as I heard, they're actually pretty similar. So the author is Tom Rath, R-A-T-H. So check it out by all means. So here is a little bit of a kind of review about the book and the feel, like, what to expect from the book, because there are certain books which you read and you read them forever. Okay, this one is different because, I mean, I honestly, like, I read it pretty quickly, and honestly, if I were to read it, gosh, like if I were to read like an hour a day of this particular book, I would probably gone through it within like 2 days, I'm thinking, because it's really simple to read, like for anybody, because English is not my first language. And, there are certain books when I seriously have to go and translate everything, or a lot of words, but here it was really simple, okay? So in terms of the language, like anybody can read that book. And first of all, I do want to give you a couple of suggestions, because this book, I think it's very generic. So no matter what it is that you do, whether it is a full-time job and you're trying to improve your skill sets, or you're trying to kind of capitalize on your strengths, which is what this book is all about, then by all means definitely get it. Like, even if you're an entrepreneur, specifically if you're a coach, and honestly, I mean, I'm going to be recommending that book to all my coaching clients. Actually, one of the people that I'm working with, they have gone through that, and it's just awesome when you're actually able to understand what kind of qualities your coaching clients or even your employees have, so you can actually give them the assignments and the tasks which they can accomplish much faster, much more efficient, and they're actually going to love that. So it's not about, trying to challenge people and do the stuff that they actually do not want to do. You have to kind of adjust. And I think, like, if you're a coach, or if you're especially, maybe you're in network marketing as well, I mean, I would definitely get your team to take that test as well, because it is awesome. And here's the way the book starts, okay? In terms of, you cannot just go and read that book, okay? So whenever you're buying, make sure there's going to be a little, test, okay? So there's a little bit of there's going to be a code. So this thing, you should be able to cut it and you should be able to open that. So if this thing is open, make sure you don't buy the book, okay? So make sure you buy the one that is brand new. So this test is individual. Before, like, the first chapter, kind of, you just, there's just an introduction, and they just, like, welcome you to the book, kind of, and then you have to take the test, okay? You have to take the test and identify your top 5 strengths. And I mean, it kind of requires you to write it on the book. I didn't, okay, but I mean, I just put it in my notebook. I don't like to make the books, messy or whatever. So, but go through the test first, because you will understand so much about yourself, and it's like, it's a quick test, okay? I missed one of the questions through the test because I was thinking for too long, and it actually skipped that question. So make sure you're actually quick. I think it gives you like maybe 10 or 20 seconds maximum to answer to each particular question. I believe there's probably around, I'm thinking maybe 40 questions, maybe 50, something like that. It literally took me probably 20 minutes to go through the test. So, and it's worth it. Trust me, you're going to learn so much about yourself. So go through that. You'll be able to identify the 5 strengths that you have, and then once you read the book, it's actually, there's like 34 different strengths, and you have only 5 of them. So, and what I found myself is that, I do have those 5, strengths myself, but, there are certain strengths that when I was reading about them, even though they're not my top 5, but they're like really close, and you will actually learn so much that you can implement and how to even, you know, capitalize sort of on different strengths that you do not even possess, because there are certain like qualities that seriously described me, and then all I did was I just followed the directions in the book, and I'm implementing what they, you know, what the author is actually teaching. Okay, and this is the cool part. I mean, in terms of the book, like I mentioned, it's really easy to read. It's super easy, like I'm telling you. So the reason I like it is because they have bullet points. Okay, so they give you like the action steps. You know, your particular strengths, for example, futuristic. Okay, and then you read it. And they actually give you, first of all, they describe you. So they give you a description of like, you know, what kind of futuristic person is. Then they give you examples, which is what I absolutely love, because I need to, you know, to see like, you know, to kind of create a picture in my head, right? So they give you futuristic sounds like this, and they give you like, you know, 3 examples or 2 examples in like the way people talk. If they are, you know, of any particular strength, and then they give you ideas for action. And I think that is the key, because, you know, just a book with some kind of theory is not a good book. Okay, so there's plenty of books for theory, but this is the actionable kind of stuff. Okay, and then they give you, this is the good stuff, and I think it's really going to benefit you, especially if you're a coach, or if you're, you know, if you have employees, or if you're in a network marketing business and you kind of have a team that you're working with. Then it actually gives you working with others who have futuristic like strength, and they give you like 3 actionable tips that you can implement when it comes to working with people that possess different, you know, strengths. So that is really handy in terms of, you know, especially when you're working with, you know, with coaching clients. So that is something I'm definitely going to be having all my coaching clients to go through that book and then tell me their strengths, and then based on those strengths, it's actually going to be easier for me, and it's actually going to be easier for them too, to work together and have that, you know, kind of synergy, right? So, and action for ideas, I'm thinking that is really the gold in that book. So by all means, like, the sooner you go through that, the better. I mean, I would definitely say that this is probably one of the go-to books in terms of, you know, personal development, and you'll really understand a lot about yourself. Okay, so highly recommend it. And the good thing is, actually, when you go through the test, they give you a lot of different like extra, you know, bonuses and different PDFs. So the test, in terms, like, you know, this book, it's like, you know, they just explain you a bunch of stuff, but the test is really the gold. So I highly recommend that book. Get your hands on it as soon as possible. So I hope you got some value out of this review. I'm looking forward to seeing if you have gone through the book and if you have, you know, taken the test, because I mean, I'm always curious, like, you know, if you are, you know, doing something I'm doing as well. And also feel free to like this video, drop a comment below if you have read that book or if you're planning to read it, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel for more book reviews and trainings on building your home business. And also, if you would like to receive these trainings into your email inbox directly, pretty much on a daily basis, then head on over to my blog at JelenaOstrovska.com, click on the sidebar banner over there, enter your name and email information, and you'll be added to my newsletter, and you'll also receive a free ebook as a bonus. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.